Okay, in this problem, we are asked to find the cosine inverse of negative root 2 over 2. So in other words, what angle has a cosine, which is adjacent over hypotenuse, of negative root 2 over 2? Think back to the restrictions. Cosine inverse is restricted to quadrants 1 and 2, and the angle must be between 0 and 180 degrees. So your two possibilities are a triangle in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2, but because of the signs of my ratio being negative, I'm leaning more towards it being in quadrant 2 as opposed to quadrant 1, okay? So if I label these, so again, the reference angle here is going to be 45. Now, if you're wondering where I got the 45, it's because I noticed that in a 45, 45, 90, if I use adjacent over hypotenuse, I get root 2 over 2. Okay? So I decided to use the triangle in quadrant 2 because if I fill in the side measures there, I'm going to get a negative root 2 over 2 as opposed to the one in quadrant 1, which would give me positive root 2 over 2. Okay? Now the answer is not 45 because in order for it to be in quadrant 2, it's going to be an obtuse angle. So the initial side is here on the positive x-axis, and it lands 45 degrees away from 180, right? So that angle measure is 180 minus 45, which is 135. And that is your answer of 135 degrees. So your answer is 135.